Hey peeps, have a look at my sick daily. It's such a weapon. My 1996 EF Falcon, a daily runabout. There's a little bit of love here and there, but I got it a bargain. Mate hooked me up, and I've got one of the raddest dailies on the street. Icy cold aircon even, stop it. We'll go for a bit of a drive and I'll talk about it. Sorry guys. In my 96 EF Falcon, it's a GLI, it's a base model, the lowest of the low that you can get. It's also good, which means it's the lightest, so it's sort of the least canoe-like, besides the XR variants, obviously. A project that I've been sort of doing over a very long time. Well, it was stopped because of travelling overseas and stuff, but if any of you have heard of Project drEFt, which was a EF Falcon drift car project, that was me that was doing that. It's still happening. It's been put on hold for almost 2 years now because of traveling and other things that have come up, other financial decisions that had to be made. But a lot of the big money spending's already been done on it, and I've got all the parts there. And the thing was, it was actually my first car. It was an EF Falcon, and that was the car that was intended to be used. I've got an engine from an AU XR6, it's a DCT engine. I bought a whole AU XR6 ute that had been turboed. The motor had been built, had a turbo, manifold, everything, had a Wolf ECM, the whole lot, and I bought it not running, and it was a great starting point for parts. It was an automatic, it had a built BTR in it. Obviously I didn't really want that for a drift car, so I went ahead and ordered a Tico 600 Tremec from Melwood Automotive, and all the attaching bits to go with it, so it goes into an E-Series. The engine was blowing up when I got the car in the AU, so I pulled that apart, found out thousands of dollars had been spent on headwork, and had atomic rods in it. It had CP pistons. What had actually happened is either a faulty spark plug or a bad tune, and it dropped the end of the spark plug into number 3 and just destroyed the top end of the engine there. Luckily, because all the machining's been done, she got bored out. I don't know how many thou, quote me on that one. The crank was fine, it just got polished. The rods were fine, they just got weight matched. New set of pistons to match the bigger bore. I got a cam to suit from Atomic. And yeah, with the headwork that's already been done to it, the head was it was able to be repaired. I had a bent valve and a few things in number 3, but yeah, the machinist managed to clean all that up and it came up really good. That was really lucky. This is kind of funny right now with this VT Commodore and he's like trying to race me. It's pretty funny because we're both in shitty 6-banger cars. Yeah, with the built engine, depending what turbo I go, I've got a Snort Performance manifold that's supposed to go on it. That came with the car. I'm not too sure of the condition of it. I don't know how many Ks it's done, and I'm not too sure how hard you can push those ones. But I think I'm just going to run with that for now. It had like a China copy of a bush bearing TO4 turbo on it, and that's got damage to the impeller, so I'm not comfortable putting that back on my car. What I'd really like to do is get maybe like a GDX 35 style Garrett, or maybe a Borg-Warner turbo. I haven't really decided on exact details yet. Something's rattling in my dash, it's driving me mad. Bastard. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna use all the intercooler kit that I've obviously got with the AU. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make it work with the E-Series. I'm gonna probably have to go to a different clutch than what was supplied with the Tremec. Come with a single plate ceramic clutch, but I think it's rated to like maybe 300 kilowatts to the rears or something. Yeah, I'm going to be going for a little bit more horsepower than that. I'm aiming for around the 400 to 420 kilowatt range, you know, and I'll still be able to lean on it more there, depending on the size turbo I end up going. Because I do want it as a drift car, I want it to be responsive. It's going to be an ethanol too, so because it's obviously not going to be like a daily drive or anything. So it should be interesting to see how that goes. And you know, I obviously need fuel system. I need fuel system, like injectors, fuel lines, pump, surge tank, the whole lot, all the way through. I'm going to need an ECM. I'm not going to use the Wolf. It's just in WA, there's just not many people that really want to touch them. I really want to go to a Haltech. I've heard really good things about them. I've never heard a bad review, to be honest. And it just seems like there's a lot more out there in terms of selection of tuners and stuff. So what the plan is if I can start to piece together everything else that I need, it might just make its way into this car with the number plate still on it, and that'll be interesting. I haven't decided with the diff either. If I am going to have this as a bit of a street car, it's going to be obviously a weapon for the street. I was just going to have a full sport diff. A full sport diff in an E-Series, it's like a solid axle. If it's a street car, it's going to be stupid, especially if it's got over 400 kilowatts. So I'm thinking I might go. I know Kaz Racing diffs. They do a two-way diff for the Ball Corner 78, which is the axle in this car. So I'm thinking one of them would be a nice thing. And then I can, you know, if I decide that I don't want to just do dedicated drifting, I can go to some track days and stuff as well, which would be nice. One thing with this era of cars, the E-Series, so EA all the way through to AU, there's not anything you can really do for big brakes aftermarket. I mean, you can go your slotted rotors, and I think like the ELGT brakes are a little bit bigger, but they're still nothing great, especially compared to what you can get now. I had read on a forum somewhere where somebody has retrofitted, might have been an AU or a BA K-frame and steering knuckles and the whole lot, suspension into an E-Series, and it was a really interesting build. They had to obviously put in like weld fabricate in your crush tubes in different spots, and like I think maybe 2 holes lined up, but the rest didn't. So it was a fair bit involved, but I was kind of thinking that would be really cool to do. And then you know, if I did go down the way of doing a complete dedicated drift car, I could do, you know, the big steering angles and the knuckles, which is a lot easier to do with BA knuckles. You just shorten the Ackerman arm and off you go. Might even go 0 Ackerman. Get some custom upper control arms made up so I can adjust caster. A lot of pro drift guys, I think, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but a lot of them go close to 0 caster and 0 Ackerman, because when you're sliding, obviously Ackerman principle goes out the window. But then of course it's going to drive like a pig unless I'm sliding it. So again, comes down to application, what I decide to do. But that's like way after I get the car together and stuff anyway. That's probably years down the track. But yeah, if I can get everything that I need to get it all just sort of plonked gently into this car, and yeah, 5-speed manual. I'm gonna retrofit a hydraulic clutch, because obviously these cars came out with a cable clutch. And yeah, just go punish it around the track a little bit and have some fun. Keep it looking stock as a rock as well. So it's a bit of a sleeper. Drag Challenge Australia has also, you know, tickled my interest a little bit. That of course is, you know, with a manual, it's not ideal at all. But you know, I don't know if they do a stick shift class in Drag Challenge Australia, but that would be really, really cool.